Hello, everybody. So, let's begin. You have probably already seen my post, and if you want to know more, I've written under this post that of this YouTube how important the frequency is when we get together, especially right now as we're in the summer or winter solstice, depending on where you are. And the world is going through shifts. There's planetary dynamics that are actually triggering and propulsing us forward in our change even more so. And so this brings up duality, which we're shifting out of, which means that certain things like attachments or right and wrongs are going to be elevated into the light within us and also globally. So in essence, it's a time of turmoil and change, which we all are aware of. And whenever you're watching this YouTube, you're going to tune into the timeless dimension beyond this, because in duality, we see time. But beyond duality, we actually can realize that what we do right now affects the past and the future, which is what we call the past and the future. And it's a very powerful practice no matter what. Currently, the power is that, or the amplification is that we are doing this globally. World Yoga Day is also happening around this time, around solstice. And of course, there's also a new moon, which is always a really powerful time to set new intentions. So it's almost like the perfect dynamic right now to be really powerfully aligned with what is feeling right in your heart, to elevate it, to heal whatever it is that you feel is ready to be healed, so you can feel really good about yourself and your own union within yourself. And at the same time, if you've got a journal or anything next to you, or you've thought about this before, becoming aware of what you want to let go of. Really great things to let go of is thinking that we know what someone else needs. For example, realizing that there is a bigger picture is much more holistic. We often think, and I've posted about this on my Facebook and on my Instagram, if you want to look it up, so I won't speak quite as much right this moment, but we don't know what the highest good is for everybody else. All we can do is live in our own heart, and that's enough, trying to get to know ourselves and trying to deeply align with who we actually are. So the highest practice is really to become very aware of who you are, your own light, and from that self-love and self-compassion, allowing ourselves to share that with the world, which then creates a wave of a butterfly effect onto everything. It becomes more natural for everybody. It becomes a way of being. And that means we can be unique, very different, and yet respect and co-create this, just like nature is that way. The seasons, they're changing the way the world is, the different climates and the different populations of plants and animals, they work out a way to co-create, they find that balance. And so let's tap into that within ourselves. And let's use today in particular to add light and high vibration to this incredibly powerful time that we're going through. It's like there's an invitation, and what do we want to do with it? And like I said, if you're seeing this later on, add to it. It's all going to be added to this momentous now, which is out of time, which feels like it is within time. They have shown that when we meditate together globally, the crime rates reduce, miracles happen, that when people are prayed for, there's scientific studies on this. They like to call it the placebo. It's so powerful. It's so powerful, and it's been suppressed. A lot of that research is going to come out now because we are all bubbling things up that have been held back and that have actually kept us small rather than really expanded. And so when you realize that prayer is actually so powerful that, people have observed in hospitals, people that are prayed for recover better, and people that have a certain belief system create so-called miracles, which are actually our birthright, then we realize that how we apply our mind changes everything. So let's apply the mind connected with the heart, and really then in a moment project that forward, our highest vision for this world in this moment, and really hold it as now in the most brightest way within ourselves and therefore all around us. So beautiful time. We're actually starting in Australia, Japan. These countries are the first ones that always go into World Yoga and into the solstice. So we are starting to anchor that and lead the way. If you are in Australia watching this, if you're somewhere else, you are leading the way as well. And so, it will go on for a few days. And there's this nice amount of 2 to 3 days where there's an intensive influx of light and opportunity. So let's harness that. So I myself am using an essential oil. I'm really loving them. I've been using them since I'm 20 and I will never stop, because to me, it's connecting to the plant kingdom. And you need to, of course, get ideally really beautifully harvested, ethical, with good exchange, positive treatment of all concerns. So it's win, win, win. So I'm using Elevation today. It's a doTERRA oil. As far as I know, that company is very amazing and pure, and the way they harvest and treat the earth and its people that are there is wonderful. So it's again win, win, win. And I feel connecting with the plant kingdom really helps us. So maybe you have a bunch of roses there, you get lavender from your backyard or something. Connect to that incredible essence and let it affect your consciousness. Maybe it's a chamomile tea where you connect with it or something, or a chai, just connecting to the earth element. So have your water ready in case you need a drink. Sitting comfortably in your chair or on the floor, wherever you are, honoring your posture, your ideal space. Ideally, we're looking for a straight spine so that the energy can flow up the Shushmana, or the channel of the spine, and also honoring our biology, opening the lungs, letting the belly be free to digest, and letting our hands sit openly. This is another gesture of openness, love. The heart is open. And that's really, really beautiful as well, because that is where we're going into, not contraction, fear, feeling small, trying to turn away, complicating things through the primal thinking of fight or flight, but we're opening up into trust, into, hey, my heart can lead the way. I've got this divine intelligence. Let's find a creative flow. Let's see what we can see, understanding that we can only really barely understand ourselves, which is our greatest joy and mission. Let's just not assume things about others and just meet them where they are and just flow. So there's a lot in this posture. So let's just roll the shoulders back a few times. I believe that meditation needs to incorporate the body so it's settled, so we can really go into it. So this shoulder work, just roll the shoulders up and back and just feel that as you breathe in and out, will help you to let go of stress that you've put on your shoulders unconsciously. And also it will open up your capacity to breathe deeper. Secondary breathing muscles here will be more relaxed. So palms are open and let them be receptive and soft. So the idea is we're not clasping and grabbing. We're just soft and receptive. That's a very powerful state to be. And that creates for you to be a magnet of grace and flow. So, and also as a reminder, heart chakra work, which is always what I focused on all these years when I've been holding world yoga classes. I don't know how many years, 5 years in a row, 6. This time we couldn't get the venue because of COVID, so that's fine. When we do heart chakra work, it's all about the breath here, the chest, the lungs, and the energetic through the arms. Okay, so we're going to feel it through the arms, through the fingers. We're going to open up. This is why we hug when we love someone. This is we heal through the hands. And so let's really connect to a softness there. Let the shoulders roll back. Let your hands relax and be soft and open. And this is all about trusting the heart space. It's trusting the capacity to be soft. Trusting that you have all you need within you and feeling it bit by bit. And this is very empowering. So let's begin to set the scene or the space by feeling that we are connecting the tailbone energy or base chakra, root chakra, Muladhara, our own inner earthiness, down through the tailbone into the earth. I want you to imagine with your eyes closed that this energy is flowing down from your tailbone. Only love and light is exchanging, and you're moving it down, connecting to Gaia, Mother Earth. And that energy flows down however you see it and feel it, or maybe just imagine or sense it. And maybe you're not feeling anything. That's okay, because the intention is making it happen anyway. So connecting down, and feel that the energy that is so-called you, which feels separate but isn't, is now interchanging with the energy of Mother Earth. There's an energy and wisdom and love exchange as these energies dance consciously, co-creating, and feel that beautiful union, that reconnection and that deepening of that connection flowing from the center of the earth and the intelligence of Mother Earth, which is through all of life and all the life forces and their intelligence, flowing up all the way up into the tailbone, combining all the way up and down your spine now. That strength, that's the base chakra, is connected not just to the base itself, but along your spine, creating that strength, and down into the so-called metaphorical root system into the earth. So now feeling that, and as you feel that energy flowing through the body, I want you to now imagine the top of your head, which has your crown chakra. It's called Sahasrara. And there you have the consciousness of oneness, infinite potential, and humility when it is working really well for you. And it's important. So we've anchored first. We've gone through the spine for now. We're going to come into the heart in a moment more. Opening the crown, serving only light and love. And feel that the crown center is now extending up with golden light, connecting to the source, whatever you consider to be source. So feel that energy flowing up in your mind's eye, connecting to source, kindness, loving light. And let those two energies, which seem separate but are not, intertwine, exchange energy, co-create. Feel that exchange, that nurturing. And bring that energy down now from out there through the skull, through the crown center, through your head, through your whole body now. Coming down your arms, into your fingers, down your chest, down your belly, down through your legs, and up again. Wonderful. So feel this as you rise tall. And now we're going to focus on the heart center as a focus. So we're going to feel that we are breathing really deep. As we inhale, the chest is expanding. As we exhale, the belly is moving back towards the spine. I'm just looking, what is this thing? It looked like there was something there. And inhaling, nice deep breath. And you can visualize a bright green. That's generally the color, but if you see it as pink or something else, please flow with it. So seeing a bright green light, that's what I'm seeing right now, but whatever you see is perfect. I want you to trust it. Expanding really vividly. I want you to see something that is joyous, enhancing, and beautiful. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. So exchange that breath work by clearing out your field now, letting your heart energy expand all around you until you're sitting in a cocoon of heart energy. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel the joy. If you're not feeling really joyful because you're just not, you know what? Putting on a smile, even just doing that, changes everything. I often teach my students that you're looking great and you're looking serious and you're so dedicated, but just put on a smile for a moment and see how much better it feels. And you just put on a smile, and it's just the natural smile comes. You release the endorphins and the whole brain chemistry changes. Your whole being changes. It's like a reset button. Yes, we can choose joy, happiness, just by even putting on the smile, which releases the chemicals that match it. So breathe in deep. And know that you are amazing, that you have everything you need within you. You always have had. What's happened is we've just forgotten that. All of us have forgotten things where we've come from. All of us are into remembering again. And so being loving and really feeling patient with that and feeling okay with it as your divine adventure. And here we are, 2020 now. It's an incredible time to be alive, and we've chosen to be here, and this is no joke. And so whatever you're doing is helping. As the more you sit in it, the more you can breathe in it and just be in it, the more you're benefiting yourself and the world. And if you ever have an off time where you're feeling, I'm not keeping my stuff together today, I'm really not feeling it, I want you to right now send love to that part of you, that time, and just say, I did the best I could, and just let it dissolve so that you can sit in this moment completely free, completely self-forgiven, knowing that it is your perfect journey. It really, really is. We never came here in a sense of remembering. If we had remembered, we'd all be angelic beings or divine goddesses incarnated 24/7. But we were here, we came down into a sense of three dimension, duality. And within duality, to experience it, we have polarity. And that polarity and duality shows us what we like and what we don't like. And then we get to navigate and make choices. And in the end, it's very much like the chess game. All the pieces go back in the same box. We all play different roles. So let's really focus on love, because that's what we're here for. We happen to feel that way, and we really love this, and this is healing. We've had enough of all the other things now. We've seen the polarity. And so let's use today to go deeper into self-love. You can choose it like this. Today, there's no reason to not love yourself. Why? Because it's an illusion to think you're not good enough, or that you need something extra, or that you need to even earn it. Just right now, it's available. So let's harness that this moment. Okay. So we're going to breathe in through the nose. Ideally, use the nose as much as you can. That's going to change the brain chemistry and help enhance your intuition and help you to calm the nervous system, and hence enter a higher state of consciousness and a true reality of super amazing creative creation and consciousness, which sees beyond the problem. Yes, like they say, you cannot solve a problem from where it was originating from. You rise above it, and you can see solutions to things that's incredible, like mind-blowing. So enjoy. Okay. So inhale, belly expanding, ribcage opening, breathing up into the collarbones, suspend your breath. Exhale through the nose, as always, from your collarbones down the chest. Bring the belly back towards the spine. That's right. Inhale deep. Exhale deep. And let's rub the hands together. Let's connect. Remember, we're working the heart center, the heart chakra, the healing of self, which is already whole and complete. It's just got layers on top that make us believe that all sorts of programs that make us suffer. And bringing your hands into the heart center. Your thumbs are in alignment with the sternum. The rest of the fingers are pressed out at a 60-degree angle. Feel the tingling in your palms. Feel the spine tall and majestic. How wonderful. So this is integrating the heart, the hemispheres. And we're going to chant Om 3 times, enjoying the sound, because we're going to also be chanting a healing mantra today, but many things. And I'm flowing with what is arising through me. Let's take a deep breath in to begin. Feel the vibration and enjoy your voice. Take a deep breath in. Inhale very deeply. Now inhale as deeply as you can. Suspend your inhalation without tensing the body or the shoulders or the face, anything at all. Bring up your pelvic floor gently. Tuck your chin in slightly so the back of the neck is long, and hold your inner gaze at the point between your eyebrows gently. When you're ready, slowly release. You can keep your hands at your heart or rest them over your knees or wherever you wish to place them. I'm going to set a small intent. Intention setting is something I teach, and it makes a big difference. When you go out, you set a GPS, especially if you're going somewhere you've never gone before. If you don't set the GPS, you can get lost, or you can just go where you probably have always gone, or you might discover a new thing that you may or may not like. It's the same with setting an intention for your day and for your little practice. So what do you want to get out of today's practice? For me, I'm going to set the intent for us, and you can add whatever you like to it. It is to use today to meditate more deeply, to connect to my heart or to you in your heart more and more profoundly, to let this elevate through the cells, the DNA, the whole being, to elevate the planet, to co-create with joy, raise the frequency with joy and grace and ease, to have natural connection and understanding with the love that we share, with the intelligence and wisdom for higher vibrational co-creation, to shine that light and utilize this collective energy to really choose our path rather than being asleep and letting it unfold unconsciously, but to actually add our own energies to that, to add that sparkle, to add that extra boost and that extra energy, to really, really put our energy there, which is really sometimes something we feel we can't do or it doesn't make a difference, but it does. It's so powerful, so powerful. Let today's class and session and meditation help us to remember who we are on a deeper level, with ease, grace, and flow for the highest good of all concerned. Okay. So these YouTube meditate are more meditative. I have yoga classes coming up as well. And I also share about NLP, how we hypnotize ourselves, how the mind works, how we can break out of old patterns. And this is very much what the collective is going through. This is why so much is bubbling up. So let's hold space and really shed light on that. Let us just right now feel that we are radiating love and light onto everyone's challenges. So it might seem easier and clearer what to do to shift out of feeling stuck. So we might remember as a collective that it is always possible to find a solution, that there are people and intelligence and options around that we can activate and tune into. So share that vision from yourself, share it out like a burst of light out into the planet from within yourself, because you know it. You've had many miracles in your life. Many times you didn't know something amazing was going to happen and it happened. And guess what? It's because you wanted it. It's because you expected it, because we are creating always our reality. The problem or challenge is that it is in the unconscious that this is created, and we are becoming now conscious, so we are conscious creators of our reality. That is the difference. So now what reality do we want to choose? I want you to go within. It's raining here. It's very beautiful. The cleansing rain. Allow yourself now inwardly to go within and really ask, what is it that is your highest vision for yourself first in this lifetime? How do you want to feel? Tall, centered, connected to the earth and connected to the infinite, and really enjoying this? How do you want to feel? How do you want to breathe? Remember a time when you felt confident and amazing and really good from your heart connection. And I imagine that's how you want to feel all the time, because that's where we are the healthiest, the most creative, and the most powerful. So feel that. Feel what else you want to feel. What do you want to experience? And experience it right now. If you want to have different relationships that are higher frequency, if you want to have more abundance, I want you to just feel it is all around you in the field, and you're asking it to come within and to embody that now. Bring it in. Bring in this abundance, which can come from all kinds of places. It can come from your neighbor. It can come from another place where you haven't even met the person yet, right? So many amazing things are possible. Feel the love of the connection with people around you. Focus on people that you've had a beautiful connection with, whether that's in the past or recent, as in the recent past or long ago. And just fill your heart with this vibration. Feel what it is like to be in your favorite place. That could be the zoo. It could be, where the animals are obviously very happy. It could be in a park, at the beach, at your favorite holidays destination. It could be when you're reading a book and you're really as immersed in that world, really enjoying the dimensions that you're creating within. It could be when you're painting, freestyling, dancing, having a drive somewhere. when you meditate. It could be when you're around a kitten or a puppy or your favorite kitties or adults or anything in between. I don't know. Plants, gardens. I want you to tune into one aspect that you really love the most, and it comes to you. Choose one right now. Choose one that you know makes you feel pure and happy, and just connect with it. And fill your heart with this feeling of joy, connection, abundance, because abundance of love, abundance of friendship, it's always within us. Feel that as you're breathing in, you're breathing it in more and amplifying it. Give it a color, bright green, yellow. Feel the color. Let it expand within yourself. Whatever color you're feeling, let it flow through your body. Because now we're tanking up so that we can give, right? Tank it up. Breathe it in. Peace, love, grace, whatever gives you joy. Breathe it in. Breathe out any limitations. Let that energy of the exhale, the apana, release. Prana is coming in, apana is coming out. We're bringing in fresh life force and creativity. We're exhaling the old and the stagnant. Keep doing this. You can use your hands. Breathe in vitality. Exhale anything old. Let it go. Let it drop to the ground where it is neutralized. Breathe in fresh, pranic life force, energy, creativity, newness. Exhale anything old you're letting go of right now. Just doing 2 more of those. Breathing in this light, breathing in love, breathing in higher vibration through the body. Exhale heaviness, stagnant energy. That's it. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. So we're going to inhale the right shoulder, exhale the right. Inhale the left, exhale the left. Do a few of those. Letting go of burdens. Becoming free, breathing at the same time. Inhale up, exhale down. Really powerful. Believe me, because otherwise we restrict the shoulders. We carry that around. It affects the throat center. It blocks the chakra energy flow. It's generally not feeling good. And we project it into other people, into the world. Let it go. If you can, feel it dropping down into the floor. That's it. Let it go. The exhale and the drop is a real surrender. It's not forced. Gravity is helping us. Inhale both. Exhale. Inhale both. Exhale. That's it. Shrug the shoulders. All right. So now I want you to see yourself as a shining star of love and light. You're choosing to connect to your light. That heart center bubble of light is all around you, in front of you, behind you, above you, below you. Feel how bright and strong it is. Anchor into this. The heart center is full of wisdom, playfulness, creativity, love, compassion, and feel that you can let go of any grief that might be stored within your system. The past is gone. Let it be. Right now, being in love is the most important thing. Whoever has hurt you in the past, you're only giving more energy to them if you're still holding on to that hurt. Sever that and set yourself free so you can shine your light. And a person that really loves you would want you to shine your light. And even if somebody dear to you has passed away, believe me, when they're looking down on you and they see you suffer, they would prefer that you're breathing deep and open your heart and not contract, but that you can open up and celebrate that life and open up and celebrate your love that you shared. So let's evolve deeper into this realization, knowing life goes on and on. Gazing at the brow point, drop the shoulders back and down. Your palms are open, breathing in through the nose. Hold. Exhale through the nose, slowly bringing the belly back towards the spine. Keep the breath out gently. Inhale, belly expanding, ribcage opening, breathing up gently, observing the life-giving breath. And feel that you can slow this down to help you enter a deeper state of meditation. Gazing at the brow point, jaw relaxed, breathing the breath like velvet. This is not just oxygen and CO2 exchange, it is pranic life force, it is cleansing, it is revitalizing, it is consciousness shifting. Feel what you feel and really truly trust and honor yourself. That is our greatest mission this life. When you trust and honor yourself, you can help others do the same. Otherwise, it's just hypocrisy and people will sense that. So diving within, owning your divine body temple and the inner dimensions, your intelligence within flowing perfectly, amazingly, 24/7. Feel the gratitude for your biology, the cells communicating, the breath that keeps coming and going, the cells replicating, renewing beautifully and perfectly for you. And feel that as you accelerate your vibrational field with this gratitude and with this light flowing through you, you're inhaling life force and exhaling whatever no longer serves you. As you cleanse this and feel the emotions, you are holding that space and helping the ascension that this world is going through. Adding your divine part. That's right. And everyone makes a difference. It's so beautiful. And it's not always easy. That's natural, but it does pass and we move forward and we accelerate our growth. And finding your divine self within, that amazing love, that true divinity is the greatest gift. Until we find it, we will try to find it externally and project outwards, and it's not going to be there the same way as it is within. So now, feel that your light is radiating so brightly. You're connected into the earth. You're connected to the central sun or your source. Your heart has expanded. You're like a beautiful Buddha sitting. And now you may even be noticed that you are the observer. Who is it that is observing a thought that is arriving and passing by? Who is it that is sensing the air around you? Who is it that has been experiencing your whole life from beginning to now? Connect deeper with this observing, constant light that is you, within you. Align with it. Connect deeper. Communicate with it. It sounds like a paradox, but it works. Try it. Honoring yourself is your highest practice, and that means take time out when you need it, communicate what's happening, create space, boundaries, and openly give when you are ready to, but first to yourself, like we are doing now. Feel that your cup is full of light. Feel yourself sparkling with light and life force, and that you've been consciously breathing into the body. Like a champagne glass bubbling beautifully, fully, full of sparkle, light, and purity, as a metaphor. I would say mineral water probably, because really, alcohol isn't part of this thing that I'm talking about. So allowing this to bubble and move and let it swirl to any areas in the body that might not have enough swirling light there. You intuitively know where that is. Is it your heart? Is it your shoulder? Is it your toes? Let the light flow through every little part of your body. Really become conscious of that and feel that you're clearing long distantly held energies that no longer suit you, maybe from your previous generations, maybe genetically passed on. We all have that. It's natural because we're all connected, especially to our family lineage. So as you clear, you're going to clear that for your family lineage as well. Have compassion for yourself. You are doing your best. That is for sure. Remember, we do not know all the programs that are running in the unconscious mind. For example, I've never experienced war, but I have this strange awareness about what if a war breaks out, then I will have this and that. I have like a certain healing plant in my garden, or what if something happens and I need to keep this and this could be useful. And it's really irrational. Like, it's especially like that I've had it all my life. But I know my grandmother went through this and grandfather, but my grandmother was a hoarder and she went through the war. It's actually justifiable because at some point they ran out of absolutely everything. So it's a psychological, it's a survival mechanism, and that can be passed on. And there's nothing wrong with it, but it's about seeing that. And it's the same thing. I want you to really remember that as we're going through this change and as there's more uncertainty, some of those primal states can get reawakened, those survival energies from our past generations and from that are in all of us. So I want you to just notice, I notice this when it comes up, oh, this is one of those survival mechanism thoughts. There's nothing wrong with it. It probably did help a lot of people at some stage to be a hoarder. It may have helped them to survive. And just notice, do I need this because I'm the observer? Okay. And the same thing, I've written about this on my Facebook as well, thinking that we know what someone else should and shouldn't be doing during this time. It's their unique journey. So I'm always asking myself, am I adding to their life? Am I waking them up in a beautiful way? Or is it better to be quiet? Is it better just to let it unfold, but stay in my heart with love, right? And that's the way. Let's stay in our hearts with love. And sometimes silence is good and sometimes sharing. And it's always ideal when they ask, not to deliver something nobody's asking for. So if you're going through something and you're feeling a disconnect, feel the connect within. Imagine these people in your heart. Send them love, they will feel it, and let them come to you like a magnet, bit by bit. Or share freely. Share, be spontaneous. You actually also don't know that when you share spontaneously, whether that needs to trigger something that creates another cascade. So there is no right and wrong, and this is exactly what we're going into. So I want you to really embody this right now within yourself. It's a real yogic state, a Buddha detached state. There is no right and wrong. Action happens. Non-action happens, right? But we can choose to radiate our heart, and we can be connected to Mother Earth. We can connect to our infinite potential self, light, and we can choose to shine that way if we want, if that's our role this lifetime. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chant Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Sa, Se, So, Hung. I will chant it out loud. You can listen to it or just again tune in if you already know this mantra. I'm going to put a link or the lyrics, whatever you want to call them, the chanting vibrations, onto the bottom of this YouTube when I post it. It's on my Facebook and you can easily Google it. It's the Rama Dasa Healing Vibration Mantra. Anyway, for now, I'm going to chant it simply. I'm not going to sing it so much. And I want us just to feel it, just join in with me inwardly or outwardly, and let the vibrations that are very transformative, both for the psyche, not just both, the psyche, the spirituality, the physical, the emotional, and it leads to healing within and and healing outside as well. It's really beyond time and space. It's very ancient vibrations. So mantras are not about ignoring the mind. Mantras are vibration. Some people can't say certain mantras because they're not vibrationally matched to it. It is a really powerful sound. This is why sound can break walls, as an analogy on the human dimension. Sound can heal. So some people mock chanting and say, oh, it's just to be able to ignore your mind. It's not. It's about channeling your mind into a certain frequency. And at that frequency, a certain vibration is in your body and certain thoughts are only clear to you. You know the feeling when you're stressed, how more stressful thoughts come. And also equally when you're elevated, how you have more elevated creative thoughts of gratitude and love and seeing the miracle around us. Mantra serves this purpose, and it's a great ancient gift. So it's nothing to be mocked at or laughed at or to be seen as, oh, it's just to suppress your mind. It's not. In fact, it can bring up things that you might have suppressed through their vibrations. Super beautiful. So I'll be doing more work with that because I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher, but not yogi bhajans, but the traditional ancient rishi style, and also yin and hatha. So mantras help, and that might be your way to really vibrate into the universe today. So let's sit tall and roll the shoulders back. And remember, you can later on perhaps play the sound on a YouTube and really go into it even more. So the intention is to shine our pure love and light even more strongly within ourselves, burning up any karma, using this particular alignment of planetary and also cosmic energies all around us, and serving the planet's evolution and humanity's upliftment. So palms nice and open. If you want to have your hands at your heart, you can. Left hand first, right hand on top. That's another one people enjoy a lot. If you want to bless the world, you can have your palms out like this. And ideally here, we're opening the heart. Yeah, so we want to really nicely open up and feel like we're blessing. Or if the elbows are slightly tucked in, you want to have the shoulders rolled back. I want you to feel what you can do physically today. I know everyone is different. And some of you may not want to do that, and some of you may. So you can do it like this. That's opening your heart, sending it out. Or you can have your left hand on your heart, right hand on top. That's really, really beautiful and nurturing. Or you can just sit with your palms open and radiate it. It's all about what you love. The more you love it, the greater that energy will flow. It's not about what does Sabine think or anyone else. It's you tapping into your joy and love. Trust me. That vibration has more of an effect than someone's technicalities and concepts. These are all concepts of the ego. Just trust your heart, okay? Super powerful. And that's also what we're flowing into with this change. Trusting that, and all these egoic constructs are dropping away. Ideas of what we should and shouldn't do in that particular low frequency level, this is all going to be elevated and seen differently. Okay, so I'm going to do it like this because I enjoy that one. You can even have a mudra if you want, thumb and index fingers touching. So that's the mudra of peace and tranquility and wisdom. So that looks like this. It's up to you. Again, be creative. Make up your own mudra and feel how energy is flowing through your body. This is what yoga is meant to be. It's meant to be about you and meditation, having your joy, flowing with your divine alignment. So take a deep breath in. Join me at some point or inwardly vibrate. Ramadasa sa se sohang. That's a bit of a singy tune. I'll sing it a few times. Inhale. Ramadasa sa se sohang. Inhale deep. Gazing at the brow point, open your heart. Ramadasa sa se sohang. I'm going to chant it now. Ramadasa sa se sohang. Ra ma da sa sa se so hung. 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 Feel the vibration, hear your voice, love it deeply. Ra ma da sa sa se so hung. 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 3 more. Ra ma da sa sa se so hung. Ra ma da sa sa se so hung. Last one. Ra ma da sa sa se so hung. Deep breath in. Suspend pelvic floor, chin lock. Gaze at the brow hole so the chin is just slightly tucked in. Feel the energy flowing up and down your spine. Slowly relax and release when you're ready. And just see how you feel inwardly. Let yourself sit comfortably or lay comfortably wherever you are. And release the body tension into the earth where it is neutralized with grace and love and gratitude. Let yourself realize that the past is done, and right now you can set yourself free at your own divine pace and let this stuff drop into the ground where it is neutralized with ease and grace for your highest good. Any doubts, any negativity, any borrowed energetics, letting them drop down into the earth to support, like mulch, the growth on the planet. There's many metaphors, just letting it neutralize, because only we who give it attention give it certain energies of suffering or not. Ultimately, it is just a packet of information and energy. Allow yourself to surrender that stuff, those old frequencies, so you may hold more light, more joy, more grace right now. It's already happening. Feel it and thank yourself and the universal love and light for this right now. Feel it flooding through your whole body with increased frequency, and feel that as your body and body temple is filled with the cells and DNA, your muscles, your tissues, your skin, with this radiance and love, that you are able to share it with the world, and that you're letting more energy flow through the top of your head, through your heart, and sending it out. You're never sending your personal energy, you're sending universal light that flows through you, which is an infinite supply. Remember that, it makes a big difference. You are becoming a channel of light, a carrier of light, letting it come through you and to those who need it and want it. Unconditionally, non-judgmentally, just openly serving the light, serving Mother Earth and humanity and plants and animals and beyond. Feel that this energy will keep flowing through you for this whole time, for many days, as long as you want. Keep anchoring into it, keep asking it to assist you, keep connecting with it. We have free will, we have choice, so we need to ask until it is completely natural and unquestionable. Ask, may I sit in this light? May I walk through my life with this light? May I grow and expand it even more? Then you get the support, then you get this capacity. And notice if you're clearing away old thoughts, if maybe an old anger bubbles up, or a jealousy, or a wish to grasp and control something, you can notice it and go, wow, that's okay. But I really don't want to do that anymore. I want to feel that there's everything I need always around me. I want to feel this ease. I want to feel this connection. I want to really, this connection, not this connection. I want to feel this connection with myself and with the infinite potentials that are all around. There's so much more beyond what we think there is within our little programs. So when they break down, it feels like a little mini death sometimes, a little bit like, oh, part of my identity. But that's an ego concept. Remember that, and that you are so much more. And to be able to embrace that, the shell has to crack open, and then you can see and you go, wow, there is so much more. I feel so amazing, and I'm just enough for myself. I'm so happy. This is why sometimes people wake up after they really have a big crash. They really give up. They're completely had enough. And that opens that up because there's no more hanging on. That's why they say, when you are a seed pod, it needs to crack open and then it can flourish. And that analogy is all through our lives. And notice, where can I open more? Where can I see from a new perspective of unconditional love and light? And it doesn't mean you have to go and give and be, like maybe even a martyr or a servant, unless you want to. It means just the light and the receptivity, and your way of looking at it is opening that channel for the other, and you will straight away have an effect. It's an illusion to think that the only way we help is always to do something. The energetic, if it's very sincere, is more powerful. Doing something will still happen, and it's also relevant, yes. But the energetic of holding that love and light, their unconscious mind and their soul is perceiving that, and therefore allowing them to love themselves and nurture themselves, which is much more powerful, isn't it, than you rescuing people and then you helping. So this is why I love to do what I do. I like to teach people how they realize that they have all they need within them, and really deeply, with many, many ways I do this, an infinite amount, and really helping you to celebrate who you are at last. And always in this game of hide and seek, remembering more and more, oh yes, hang on, I went back into my old pattern. Oh yes, I can just sit in this and feel my light. Oh, I see this old program. Oh, there it is, coming and going. Yeah, very nice. Mwah. You don't have to hang on to it anymore. You have a choice to go, that was then, this is now. So focus on what you love and enjoy your day, and know that this is really profound. Thank you for being here. Feel free to like and comment so that we can share this. I want to really reach more people. This is not a monetized channel. This is absolutely not about money. This is about helping to share love. And the more we can share it, the better. So share yours as well. Share your poetry, your art, your inspirations, your joy. Just put it out there. We need it. The world is needing it, to be able to have a laugh, to be able to feel loved, to be able to know what is possible. And you can help me by sharing this, liking it, commenting. This means YouTube will promote it more. Anything like that really, really helps. All right. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Feel free to ask questions as well. All right. Wow. Have an amazing day.